Hey, good morning, guys. Your old buddy Tim back writing and ranting about the topic of real estate today. Another beautiful sunny day in the state of Alabama. The weatherman on the radio just said that the temperature and the humidity today is going to feel like 100 degrees, maybe even 102. Whew! I got to tell you, once you hit 100, I don't think that extra 2 degrees matters a hell of a lot, because it's hot no matter what. So, hey, the topic of the ride and rant today is price reduction, or as we like to call it in the business, price adjustment. Because nobody wants the price reduced, because mentally it kind of reduces the value of the house, which is not a good thing in the eyes of most homeowners. So we call it a price adjustment, a little tweaking, if you will. But what I really want to talk about is the reason why the price has to be adjusted sometimes. And it really goes back to what the house is put on the market, what that price point is. Now, I've talked ad nauseum in other videos about pricing the home correctly, the importance of pricing it correctly, how if you do not price it correctly, it might not sell, or you might have to make an adjustment. So revisiting that topic really quickly, from what I've seen, a lot of the houses that are doing price reductions, and this includes houses that I've listed as well, were really listed a little high, or maybe a lot high, right out of the gate. And here's the bottom line: the price is actually set by the homeowner. As a realtor, all I can do is advise them on, given the current market, given the comparables in the market, given the condition of the property, given the location, given the size, etc., all I can do is just advise and recommend the price. It is ultimately up to the homeowner to decide how much their house is going to sell for. And I've had this happen. I've met with homeowners who had a preconceived notion of what their house should sell for. A lot of times that preconceived notion is based on nothing more than what they think it should be. I think my house is worth this much money. Or they're bowling buddies. They're bowling on Wednesday night. The suds are kind of flowing. They're talking about real estate, among other things. And sometimes that's how they come up with the price. Well, again, we've talked about this in videos before. The really only accurate way to get the accurate market value of a property in today's crazy market is by doing a market analysis, a CMA, having that done by a licensed realtor who has access to the data and has a clue as to what they're talking about. Because whatever the price that I recommend is going to be based on experience and knowledge and realism. It's going to be based on fact. It's going to be based on the current market, the value of other homes in the area, blah, blah, blah. So there are times, however, where a homeowner is simply adamant about the value. Now, at that time, as a realtor, I have to make the choice of either doing my best to plead the case for reality, or going along with the homeowner, or walking away. Because I got to tell you, if a homeowner insists, and I'm talking to you homeowners, if you insist on bringing your house to market at a price that I know is not going to sell, I would rather walk away from that deal than just argue with you and do price reductions and, have it on the market for 9 months without a single looky-loo. And guess who ends up being the bad guy in that scenario? See this? I end up being the reason the house didn't sell. It had nothing to do with the price, the fact that it was overpriced, or the owner was unrealistic in his expectations. It was all my fault, at least in the seller's eyes. And people talk, so I would rather walk away from a deal than try to list a deal and knowing it's not going to sell. One of the things I hear from sellers a lot is, hey, well, let's start high because we know people are going to come in low, and that'll give us lots of room to dicker back and forth. Let me tell you something. I'm not a fan of that strategy. Again, whatever I do is typically based in reality. It's not based in, we're not going to a flea market here, folks. It's not a yard sale. We're not going to dicker over a knick-knack. My God, my mom, holy smokes, she would dicker over a quarter, man. I swear to God, she'd go to a yard sale and want to try things on. God love her. It's amazing. So the bottom line here is Mr. and Mrs. homeowner/seller. It is up to you to determine, to tell me how much you want to sell your house for. It's my job to recommend what it is more realistically going to sell for. I will do a CMA. I will look at the neighborhood. I will look at every factor. Hey, Madison Rhodes. I'll look at every factor that goes into coming up with a realistic market value of your home, with the point being we're not going to get in a whole lot of back and forth. I hate these negotiations that you got 15 or 20 back and forth. I want 1 or 2 at most. I'm going to tell you what I think the house will sell for in the current market, then it's up to you. And if we have to come back later and do a price adjustment to get that house more in line with what the market demands, and see, there's the key point. The market dictates how much you get for your house. The market. That's it. The market will tell you quickly whether or not you are overpriced. If your house comes on the market and you've got no showings in 2 weeks, you're overpriced. It's time for an adjustment, a tweaking, if you will. So the point of all this is be realistic when it comes time to price your home. Listen to your agent. It's our job to come up with the absolute best price possible, because our goal really is to sell your home quickly for the most money. It's not to get in a dicker battle with other agents. All right, so there you go. Be realistic, folks. Otherwise, you might have a price adjustment, never a reduction. Hey, if I can do anything for you when it comes to real estate, don't forget Revolved Realty. We are a flat fee listing company. We can literally save you thousands of dollars when it comes time to list your home, and we do it without sacrificing service. We still give the best customer service in the business. So look us up on the web, revolved.com. We've got 2 offices now, Huntsville and Athens and Madison, but we serve all in North Alabama. Give me a call, 679-0704. You can email me, tim@revolved.com. But please be in a lucid state when you call, so we can have a realistic conversation about your home and avoid the dreaded price adjustment. All right, I'll see you later. Have a great day.